Hello everyone, welcome back to Voidheart Studios, and today I have a very special review for you guys. I have obtained a good old 2008 classic, the Nerf N-Strike Recon CS-6. I have wanted the original Recon for a while, considering my first Nerf blaster was the Recon Mark II. And, yeah, I finally have one. Let's crack on with it. Actually, I'm gonna do an analysis on all the different stuff. So, starting with the blaster. This is it. This is the Recon. All the other stuff is just attachments. So the front to back is gonna be pretty, yeah. So up the front, you have an N-Strike barrel lug. This is also your muzzle. At the top, there's a tactical rail. This part is also the priming slide. So to prime the blaster, you go, and then that's when you fire. Back here in front of the trigger is the magazine release. It comes with a 6-round magazine. And this is actually an original long shot magazine that the eBay seller sent with the blaster. Yeah, so here we got the trigger, and then down here we have a sling mount on the bottom of the grip, and in the back is an N-Strike stock attachment point. So let's look at the rest of the stuff here. First, we have the barrel. A pretty standard long barrel. It shouldn't create too much barrel drag. There's not really much of a decrease in performance with the barrel on than with it off, so drag shouldn't be an issue. It also has a flip-up sight up front, which is nice. And here we have the Recon laser, which, please tell me you're going to work. Sometimes it just doesn't turn on. There we go. It just creates a little red dot, because it's not really a laser. It's an LED. It's just a red LED. That's all it is. And then you zoom it out, and it makes this bigger dot, and it calls it tactical light mode. See? It goes red dot to tactical light with that little gray switch. And I mean, there's not really much you can do with a toy, especially back in 2008. You couldn't put any sort of powerful, so it's just a crappy LED. But I mean, you can see with it on dot mode, you can see the dot pretty reasonably far away. I mean, definitely within the blaster's effective range, you can see the dot. So it's not bad, and it only takes 2 AAAs, so it's not like you're wasting batteries on such a crappy light. And up at the top is I guess on the bottom is a tactical rail, and this attaches to the underside of the barrel. Well, it can attach to any rail, but you're mainly meant to attach it to the underside of the barrel to achieve les silhouette. This here is the sight. It is a flip-up grenade launcher style sight. You can actually look through these grooves, and it's like a normal sight, and then you can flip it up and either look through this very tiny hole, or you can just move this up out of the way and just, you know, look through the little things here. But yeah, that is the Recon sight. And here we got the stock. This stock is one of Nerf's skeletonized stocks, so it's kind of flimsy, but it's whatever. Interesting thing I noticed, the stock release switch is actually only on the left side, and I'm being interrupted like usual. The stock release switch is actually only on the left side, and that also includes the little retention hooks. Like, let me find a modern stock. There we go. So, like, the AccuTrooper stock has the release switches on both sides, and also the little stock mount hooks on both sides. But the Recon stock doesn't. I mean, the AccuTrooper stock is compatible with the Recon. It'll fit, and it'll release. But it's like, it's weird. Also, the Recon stock has a very interesting little quirk of being able to store a magazine. One magazine, and due to the length of the stock and how it orientates the mag, you can pretty much only put a 6-round mag in here. Like, you can put... There you go. Like, you can put, per se... You probably can't put this one in. Yeah, never mind. It's... I mean... I don't blame him for not accounting for Fortnite in 2008. But, like, you can put a higher capacity mag in here, like a 10-round mag, it fits fine. And any bigger mag will fit. It's just, you won't be able to hold the blaster. Like, the 10-round mag is the biggest you can get, while still being able to technically be able to hold the blaster. But you still, like, you can't remove it without janking with the stock. And any bigger mag, you won't even be able to fit the stock on the blaster. So this blaster was designed for 6-round mags. I mean, it's the Recon CS-6, which, yeah, you know what? Might as well. I'll run entirely 6-round mags through it on the firing test. So yeah. It is compatible with all types of mags. It'll take 6-round mags. It'll take longer mags. It'll take get over here. It'll take your good old-fashioned drums and, like, yeah. But yeah, let us reassemble it. So, first thing you want to put on is sight. Why not? Then the stock. Then your barrel. And then your light. And then you put your mag in. And that is the Recon CS-6. Now let's go out to the range. Alright, we are out on the range. It's actually a nice day today, so we'll do some range footage. I got 4 6-round mags loaded up, and our first load is going to be elite darts, because I don't have original streamlines. Those were just multicolored elite darts. That last one was not AccuStrike, it was just one of the orange Elite 2.0 darts. I mean, you can obviously see by the way it fishtailed that it wasn't an AccuStrike dart. Next we got X-Shot Insanity darts. Alright. And, oh, why not just show you reloading? So third we got Dart Zone Nitro Shots. Alright, and finally, things don't gravity drop. We got Adventure Force waffles. Yeah, honestly, methinks mayhaps a range test for an OG N-Strike blaster, when most I review is at least elite tier, probably not a great idea, or just at least not fair. Like, remember, this thing was made in 2008 and has N-Strike performance. The range is not going to be phenomenal. So, yeah. Also, say hi to my kitty. Good kitty. You only went downrange after I was done shooting. Alright, I'm gonna go collect my stuff. I will, see y'all back in the recording room. Alright, well, let's talk about it. So, the Elite darts had the longest average range, but they also had the biggest range inconsistency, with the longest one being at about like 35, 36 feet, and the shortest being at about 25 feet. That's because Elite darts are super light, and that lightweight allows them to carry farther in, like, the wind and stuff. And, like, I didn't have a tailwind, but they did still just kind of carry. But the only issue is, if you noticed, because I know sometimes the darts aren't very visible on camera, they were fishtailing. Like, they were very unstable in flight. And that was actually surprisingly accurate for Elite today. But we're also using a very low-power blaster, which isn't putting a lot of air straight behind Elite darts. Like, if I were to shoot Elite darts out of, like, the Longshot Pro, you would see a big difference in accuracy. They would probably be just, like, going everywhere. But yeah. Elite darts were super light. The Adventure Force waffles and Nitro Shot darts had similar performance, as well as, of course, the X-Shot darts, Insanity darts. And they all had relatively good performance. They were all, like, their shortest range was shorter than Elite, but that's also because they're heavier darts that are made with, like, better, more aerodynamic tips, which allow them to fly better and fly closer to the mark. But yeah, I mean, that whole range test, as you could tell from, like, the stats and just, you know, the range footage, is kind of unfair for me to do a range test on an old blaster like this, because, you know, of course, it's the old Recon. It's not gonna go, like, you know, big, far. Like, if I were to do a range test, it probably wouldn't. If I were to do like an arc shot, it probably wouldn't have cleared 55 feet. And even if it would, not by much. But I still do enjoy the blaster. I do like it, and it's a nice piece of Nerf's history that I really feel like we should not forget. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to. And comment your favorite variation of the Recon, because there is 10 of them. There's the Recon, the Red Strike Recon, the Clear Recon, the Sonic Recon, the Gear Up Recon. There's the the Retaliator, the White Retaliator, the Recon Mark II, the Recon CQ-12, the Recon Mark III. Tell me your favorite Recon in the comments, because I want to hear which one of these very simple blasters you like better than each other. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.